Ciao guys, I'm Vudia. So in this video I'm gonna do unboxing a review of this, a new GUNSTOCK from MAC11VR. This one is very particular because as you can see it actually looks like a real gun, in this case a Uzi, but don't worry, it's not real. And you're gonna be able to use it with the magnetic attachment on the HTC Vive. So let's get to discover this thing. Let's see if it is interesting and if it is really worth it to enhance your FPS first-person shooter experience and make you even a little better on it. So let's get to it. Okay, so this is what you're gonna find right in the box. As you can see, we have a paper with the instruction. So here we are with the instruction, and then we're gonna have a strap to have a better grip and know that it's always on point. So we have the main part over here. Come on, with the magnetic parts, the other snapping part here. Then we have the back part, 3D printed again, that we can just attach to the other part. Two snapping pieces, the one to put inside the Vive Wands. And then we have these little tubes and the little screwdriver, so we're gonna be able to put everything together. So let's see how to mount it. To start, we have to put together these two parts. As they say in the instruction, it's very easy. You have just to take the rods, like put them inside here and twist it a little. And you can put it down more and more, really depends on how interested you are, how long do you want it. And yeah, that's what she said. And here we are, we put the second part together. They said that if it doesn't snap in, to use also an hammer, you're not gonna break the plastic because it's a very solid plastic. And then we have to mount the magnetic part, of course. What we need is our Vive Wands and our little screwdriver. We have to open these parts, detach these two parts, and then we have to put them in here. Notice that they made it in the shape in a way to have the sensors always on site. So even on the back where you have these little two sensors for the tracking, there are two holes, so you have to align with those, snap it in, and then keeping both, we close it again. And here we are, we have it. And just to try it out, you can snap it and you see that it keeps it without any problem. We mount the second as well. And here we go. And then of course the strap, super easy. We just open this and attach here. And I guess we're good to go. Okay, so here we are. I have to say that I'm using it for pretty long right now. It's some days that I'm playing a lot of Contractors, Onward, Wardust, and Standout, and some Pablo too, but then I'm gonna tell you more about it to see how it works. It's really immersive. It's actually something that you want. And I have to say that I'm really liking it, like, because it makes the immersion so much better. But let's talk before about the piece of thing that we have right now. So this is made directly in a PLA. It's a 3D printed, and you can notice right away from the texture of the thing, but it's very dense, so doesn't feel like it's not gonna break anytime soon. It feels very sturdy and actually has some weight that is good for immersion because you feel like you have a real gun in your hands. And as you can see, actually resembled what is an Uzi. Now, it has three parts from the magnetic attachment, and I have to say that this magnetic attachment is upside down in comparison to many other stock that you can find on the market, because in this case you use it on the top of your Vive Wands and you just attach it like this. The magnets are very strong, so you're not gonna find yourself in a way where they snap out when you're using it. Are very sturdy. And why these first two have actually two little dots over here that are gonna make it very stable for the aiming, so you're not gonna have any way to twist it left or right, as you can see. On the third one, well, this doesn't happen. It doesn't have these two dots, and I didn't know why, and actually discovered that in this way you can keep aiming in the same direction and at the same time strafe left and right, so it's also nice for the movement. Probably I wish I had the same solution for the other, because I can simply strafe using my thumbstick, but it's an addition that you have, and probably they did it for that reason, so kudos for that. Now, a thing that I really like, as I said, is the fact that being from the top, the attachment, well, it really feels like a real gun, because when you have to reload it, well, you just take out your magazine, you take the other one, you insert it, and then you do the movement that you want to do on the gun, and you reattach it. Now, in contractors, for an option, you have the option to like grab in different part of the gun, so this is come very handy for it. But usually you will find yourself using the further one, because you're going to be able to aim much better. Now, why you want a gun stock anyway? Because having the part that you can put directly on your shoulder, this part is never going to move in a way that you don't want. It's going to be much easier to aim in the direction that you want. Now, in a way, you're going to be slower than without using it, because in the movement, of course, you have to take in consideration the fact that you have something over there that has some weight. So it gets some time to get from a part from the other, but on the other side, like, you are very precise with it, and it's great if you want to play like a sniper or just be better and more immersive in the game. Talking again about the magnets, are very strong, so you're never gonna lose the controller anyway, as you can see. And when you get close to it, well, it's gonna pull by itself. It's easier because you're not gonna see this one in your real world. It's not a tracked object. So what you're gonna have to do is to put the strap around you, and you're gonna have it laying over here. And when you try to find it every time, well, it's better to have a strong magnet that are gonna tell you the way a little. And in this way, it's also better to have those devices that kind of have a light leak on the bottom, so you're gonna be able to see it in real life and find it much faster. Because when you wanna like use a grenade or switch to other accessory and stuff, having a gun stock is not the most comfortable thing anyway. And talking about games, I have to say that you can use it with pretty much every FPS games that support the option for the gun stock, because this is a position is fixed, so you're not going to be able to put it up and down, depends on the gun that you're using, but you really have to adapt it in case of the different weapon. And games like Contractors give you the option, of course, to get the gun stock for every single gun, so you're going to be able to put the gun in the right way for every single one and be able to have your customized and personalized way to have it, so you're going to be able to aim in the right way, having like your iron sight or your red dot in the right position. But you have to be aware that you have this rod over here, so, and your VR headset is pretty big, so you're not going to be able to go all down to the iron sight. And in some games where you're not able to do it, well, the gun will always stay lower than what you want and what you would like to have to aim, and you're not going to be able to get in the sight as you wished. As I said, Contractors work just perfectly. It's amazing, very immersive. You're gonna be able to use also War Dust and Stand Out without any problem, because in that case you can tilt a little and putting 10 degrees less is perfect, and you're able to read and go through the sight without any problem. And in case of onward, well, sometimes for some gun are a little too low and you're not gonna be able to get as good as you wish in the sight. For Pavlov instead, there's no option for the gun stock, so if you grab with the second hand, well, you're gonna have a problem because the gun is gonna go down. And that's a problem that you're gonna find in many other different games that if they don't support it. Now, you can always go on a SteamVR input, that is a little software, and create an offset, but that is gonna create the offset for the whole controller. And so if you wanna grab something in the real world where your hands are gonna be in a different position, so I don't really suggest that in that case. Anyway, at the end of the day, this is an amazing experience, and I don't know why I didn't have it before. It's very fun, and I'm actually finding myself playing more and more first-person shooter than before, because it just makes everything much more immersive, and it can be a great solution for like streamers. They want something very nice to look at it, and so like feel like you have a real gun in your hand, also for the viewer. So it can be a very good option for them. The price, by the way, is a little steep, I'm not gonna lie, is $169 with the shipping included, but the build quality is pretty good, it looks pretty good, and doesn't look like it's gonna break anytime soon. Anyway guys, I'm gonna leave the link below if you wanna check it out. If you have any other question about it, please let me know in the comment below, and let me know if you will use something like that. Are you already using a gun stock? Do you prefer the one that snaps from the top or the one that snaps from the bottom? for me, for the fact of like being a little more realistic, I prefer this way. And I have to say that I was concerned about the tracking, but I never had a problem with that with these, even if it looks like it's gonna like be in the way. Well, this didn't happen, and I'm really liking the feeling overall of these, and just looking at it is just cool. Anyway guys, if you liked the video, like. If you didn't like the video, dislike. Subscribe to the channel for more about VR and tech, and I see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Ciao.